August 1st, 1914. After the assassination of Prince Franz Ferdinand of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the German Empire declares war on Russia. Because of established alliances, France is preparing for conflict. A few hours after the announcement of the general mobilization, German civilians living in France are asked to leave the country. Karl is one of them. A few days after Karl was deported, the war was hungry for more and took away Emil as well. A heavy-hearted Emil was called up to fight and left the farm for Saint-Mihiel. Like so many others, he had no idea what fate had in store for him.
War is declared. June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austrian-Hungarian throne, was assassinated in Sarajevo. As a result of the chain of diplomatic and military alliances in place, the event launched Europe into an armed conflict that, with the involvement of the colonies, took on a global dimension. August 1st, Germany declared war on Russia. August 3rd, Germany declared war on France. August 4th, Britain declared war on Germany. August 11th and 12th, France and Britain declared war on Austria-Hungary. The barracks in the regiment. Battalions comprised of a battalion headquarters and 4 companies, a total of 1,007 men in all. Companies were composed of 4 platoons, in turn divided into 4 sections, each of 12 men commanded by an NCO. Britain was slow to mobilize on the Western Front. Half of its army was overseas, and with a genuine fear of invasion, infantry divisions were held in reserve in Britain and not included in the British Expeditionary Force. While conscription only came into force in 1916, voluntary enlistment was initially overwhelming, with 750,000 men eager to show their patriotism. With the outbreak of war, each country was eager to dispatch its army in situ as quickly as possible to gain the advantage. Railways were essential for mobilization and supply. By August 1914, the British realized the importance of rail in the war effort and dispatched Royal Engineers to the front lines to build new lines. By 1917, 40,000 enlisted railway soldiers were working for the RE in France and Flanders. Debacle of August 1914. In the early fighting, the German army made swift progress. After invading Belgium, they marched on Paris in late August. French troops retreated en masse, and units were outflanked and repelled, taken prisoner, or killed. The months of August to September 1914 marked the bloodiest period of the war, with over 180,000 French casualties alone. The French authorities described the debacle as an organized retreat. The war to win over the public opinion had begun. German helmet. The legendary pointed German helmet, the Pickelhaube, was used by German forces until 1916 and was then replaced by much more efficient steel helmets. The different parts of the helmet, including the point for defense against saber attack, were adapted according to rank, origin, and weapon used by the soldier. On some helmets, the point was rounded. Lighter. While petrol lighters were popular in the trenches, soldiers also used tinder lighters. The cotton wick was doused in saltpeter or lead chromate to make it more inflammable, and was extinguished by simply drawing the wick back into the cylinder. Station master's whistle. Steam trains made stations very noisy places. There were no loudspeakers and no display panels, so platform officials had to shout train information to passengers. Whistles were the best way to attract passengers' attention. Letter from a French soldier, August 14th, 1914. Dear parents, I am set to be mobilized to the front. We're going to take Alsace and Lorraine back from the Germans. Don't worry, I'll be home before Christmas. All my love, Marcel. Nib. In 1914, biros did not yet exist and school children learnt to write with metal nibs, or more often, and especially in the countryside, with whittled goose feathers. The sheer volume of war correspondence saw metal nibs become more widespread.
Thank you very much. I'm free. Well informed. Who are you listening? Hey, good luck, my friend.
August 21st, 1914. Emil's regiment was sent to fight against the 71st German Division led by Baron von Dorf. The general cheer of the first hours dissipated into the fear of first combat.